Hey guys, happy Easter. Today I'm going to be reading Shell Shocked by You / John Was Never. It's just about Easter break and Greg Heffley is ready to relax and watch some TV. Unfortunately, his plans got kind of interrupted by Fregley. Fregley has a big surprise for Greg. Can Greg enjoy his Easter break, or will he become shell shocked by Fregley's surprise? To Hannah Park, April Thursday. So Easter is gonna be on Sunday this week, so we have no school tomorrow. The school tried to go all out with the Easter holiday, so today they laid out a bunch of plastic eggs outside of the school and made all the kids look for them. The problem was that there was only one egg left and no one could find it. So Tilly Emerson, this high school senior who was held back for 3 years, told a bunch of boys that whoever brought her the last egg would get a free subscription to her OnlyFans. They went nuts. When I was walking home after school, I noticed Fregley was running at me, so I tried to get away from him as best as possible. I didn't know what he wanted, and I didn't want to find out. Somehow, he eventually caught up with me and plucked one of my hairs out of my head. After he did that, he immediately ran away giggling to himself. I was speechless, and then I just went home trying not to think about what happened. Friday today I decided to just relax on my day off, so I sat in the living room to watch TV. Unfortunately, I was interrupted by some noises from my backyard. I was trying to ignore it and continued to watch Nico Cato Avocado's new mukbang, but the sounds were too distracting. I finally went outside to see what it was, and I was greeted with this shed-looking thing. That's when Fregley came out of it. I asked him what he was doing in my backyard, and he said he's gonna live in that shed for now on. I asked him why, and he said it was because we were gonna grow a family together. I didn't want to deal with it, so I just went back inside. Mom came into the living room a little later and asked what was outside, and I explained the situation to her. Surprisingly, she didn't mind and said that Fregley was just being creative. I don't think I can deal with Fregley living in my backyard. All I can hear while trying to sleep is Fregley outside screaming his head off for some reason. Saturday. Today Fregley was banging on the screen door. I opened it and asked him what the heck he wanted and Look, Greg. I laid an egg. Right after he said that, I immediately shut the screen door in his face and went back upstairs to my room. A little later I looked outside my window to check on Fregley to see what he was doing, and he was sitting on the egg and talking to it. You're gonna grow up to be a big strong man. Easter Sunday, after my family and I came home from church, Fregley came running up to me screaming, "It's hatching." I thought he was insane until I looked at the egg. I started screaming and backing away from that thing. I asked him how this was possible and he said that he used my hair and his hair, combined our DNA, and created it. I told him to get rid of it, and he said no. I tried to grab it from him, but he quickly put it in his pocket. I asked Fregley what he was going to do with it, and he said he was gonna raise it. He'll grow up to be David Hasselhoff. I tried to take it away from him again, but he ran back to his shed. I didn't want to deal with this anymore, so I told Mom what happened. It's the miracle of childbirth. I told her that I didn't want to take care of it, but she said that if I didn't, she'd ground me. So I guess this is my problem now. I went to the backyard and knocked on Fregley's shed. He immediately opened the door and said he taught our child a trick. Then Fregley said he named him Gregley. Next, he told me to hold him. I picked up Gregley, but then he bit my finger. I slapped Gregley on his head, and he started screeching. Fregley then took him away from me and said that I needed to get along with Gregley. Then he told me I'm gonna bring him to school tomorrow. I don't really have a choice, so tomorrow I'll write down what happens. Monday he became the most popular kid in school. On the walk home, Fregley caught up to me and he was holding Gregley. I asked him what he wanted and he said that someday we should get married. I actually almost puked at the thought of that. A little later I was watching TV at home and Gregley was sitting next to me, but when I looked over at him, he wasn't there. I immediately jumped off the couch and shouted his name, but I didn't hear a response. I didn't know what Fregley would have done if I lost him. So I tried to look for him. That's when I heard a knock on the sliding screen door. I opened the curtains, and it was Fregley holding a pie. I opened the door nervously and asked what he wanted. "I made you a pie, Gregory. Try it." I just decided to try the pie so I could keep Fregley's mind off of Gregley. That's when I realized that the pie was really good. Though, I couldn't really tell what kind of pie it was. So I asked Fregley. "It's Gregley flavored pie." The end.